What is going on, good people? What is going on? What is going on? Come on in here and let me know you're in the room for our Tuesday night edition of Midnights with Marques Maybin. Come on in here. Let me know you're in the room. I'm already in the comment section. Everything's set up, ready to go. I think I might have a good Midnights with Marques Maybin story for the end of it, but I don't know. It depends on how much nerd talk we get into with the game this evening. Give me your comments. Give me your first thoughts. Give me your macro opinions on the game this evening. It is definitely UK. It is rivalry week for everybody. So listen, even my UK fans, feel free to chat in the comments. Why don't these players understand? Get to the rib anytime they want. Some of them can, some of them can't, but they need to. Larry Ellery, what's going on? Welcome to the Midnight with Marques Maybin. Lou, I just think they're learning how to be tough. They got a long way to go on that front, but yeah, there's a little something down in them, but you always want them to be a finished product. Going into your rivalry games, which is rarely the case. So yeah, I see y'all in here. Leave a comment. Let me know you in here. See a couple of eyeballs in here. We're gonna start breaking down the game. Another wonderful midnight, Kevin. Welcome. Again, those of you who are watching on. Actually, let me make sure I light all the comments up. And since you get to the room, what's up? Let's get everybody in here. Another wonderful midnight indeed. Please tell something. Oh, to tie his damn shoes tighter. I would open up a fine jar for Jalen Withers, but I'll take it a step further. Joshua, you letting him get away with that? If you're running with your shoes that loose, you're not running full speed. You're not cutting and running full speed if your shoes can come off your feet that quick. So if I'm Coach Mack, I am setting a standard on his shoes. Like I'll tell him, if your shoes come off and we don't have video evidence of somebody just absolutely raking the back of your heels to make that shoe come off, listen, you're done for the game if your shoe come off again. Like seriously, like you're setting a tone of sluggishness and dragging your feet. You're trying to get that stuff out of them. So I would go hard on that. Sam got to hit the foul line jumper. He's getting comfortable. Do we take less from a 10-point win in Pittsburgh? Had the top three players out. Malik is out. But for us, he's out until February, so he won't be playing. Malik's out. Charles Middleton's out. Josh Nickelberry just got back. So I know what you're saying right there. I miss having lockdown D. Some individuals got some nice D, but yeah, I don't like this style of defense unless they're going to be extremely tough. That's going to be the problem. Did I see Millen? Yeah, he was running up and down a little bit, moving around, but he's not like ready to go. His shoes are I know that's unacceptable, Nina. Like it's unacceptable, girl. Like his shoes coming off like that. Like okay, the first one, okay, the second one, damn. The third time, dude, you look stupid. Get off my court. Get off my court. You can't keep your shoes on until somebody, manager, take him to the back and teach him how to tie a double. Get off my court. I don't got time for that. You look stupid. If I'm the coach, that's how I'm talking to him. That's 100% how I'm talking, especially after this one. Setting yourself up for injuries. Actually, Joshua, that'll be the one place that I will I may disagree on that, because here's what I was thinking. When your shoes are loose, they slide. So like when you roll your ankle when your shoes are tight, because the shoe grabs the whole thing. But when you roll your ankle, you roll out of the shoe when your shoe's loose. So it may help you actually not get injured. I thought it was 3 times, but If Pitt hit the layups, it would have been an L. I don't necessarily agree because here's the thing, Bills. You've seen it 1,000 times. You start off with a good start, and you realize there's no way this team can beat us. And then you let your foot up off the gas. They're not mature. That's what immature teams do. So I think they would have played. They will raise their level up to the competition in this one. So many and ones not called. It was kind of both ways. I think there could have been some on both teams. 3 positives, 1 rebounding, 2 points in the paint, initial aggressiveness. Yeah, not enough. Yeah, look, I feel you, but not anywhere near the level I need going into this game. Maybe the Adidas. No, the Adidas. Look, Donovan's shoes don't look. His shoes don't come off. Nice game cards. It was good to see Carlik Jones back on that team, but we're still gonna have to talk about some things he needs to do. I can see that. Yeah, Joshua, it's just a theory. Remember when you had to wear? Listen, Chang, I told the story about them active ankles. Listen, those active ankles. I'm telling you, people. I was ready to get suspended over. I was ready to damn near get suspended over these things, y'all, because I just wasn't gonna wear them, and I was a freshman, and I mean, just the brattiest freshman in the world, y'all. For those of you who don't know what this is, I'm gonna show you real quick, just so Che, I want everybody to know exactly what we're talking about here. Brand, here it is, right there. Y'all look at this. Look at these. I'm going to show you exactly what he's talking about. You used to have to wear those. You used to literally have to wear those. That piece at the bottom, it used to hurt your feet in the front so bad. Like it would be tearing upwards. All them things do is go frontwards and backwards. You have no lateral quickness. That looks like a rehabilitation cast. Coach Crum used to have us actually playing basketball in them. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? It's the worst. Active ankles. I will go suplex the guy who came up with the active ankle idea. I will literally go suplex him if I could find him. Yeah, that was that. Listen, that was the worst thing in history. It was just the worst. Okay, let's come back to this. Let's come back to the chat. Let's get him in here. Hold on. Setting yourself up. Okay, I don't want to go too high. Let me go there. Okay, let me start trying to run down some of these. Can't disagree with that. You can hear the players calling. Everyone, hey, now it's just popular to yell. It's just popular to yell and one every time you take a shot now. The fact Aiden got 0 minutes. Coach Mac just hates him. He just hates him. That's all that is. Love how most of the headlines you be depleted. I know. Look, Jesse, I'm glad. Listen, if I stop doing radio, I'm glad the one thing I can leave behind is how people are starting to pay attention to the same game and the wording used when it's your opponent doing it. DJ has 17 and 11, and I still feel like he left a whole lot of food out there. So yeah, I was happy to see the final number. They are really out of shape. Jared tweet, hold on, a dime from Paul George. Oh my God, Paul George sucks. Golly. So here's the thing. Okay, this is what I want to do. Yeah, I want to make sure I got to pause and make sure I invite Steve just in case he wants to come in here. Because I don't want him saying tomorrow that he missed out and it's my fault. So there's his invite. Let me get back to the page. Withers only 23 minutes. They're in terrible shape. Withers fell after the first 5 minutes. Withers fell every time he got touched underneath the basket. He fell on the ground. He's not as great as I thought. Listen, I'm giving them a little bit of a pass right now because they all looked really out of shape. Carlik didn't really look out of shape. David looked like he was sucking pretty good win. Defense wasn't bad, but here's the problem: that defense, Pitt was making a lot of mistakes, but against Kentucky, that penetration and alley-oop is going to be there all day long. That penetration help alley-oop because our backside guy is not slamming down into the big man like he's supposed to. And Cal loves to throw that ball up, but you just on the alley-oop. That's going to be vicious. I may go over there and crash the basketball office and say, listen, there's a fatal flaw in the way we're not covering down. It's the alley-oop. The alley-oop is dangerous against the pack line, majorly. Major. When Gay Wisnes got called for the league, it might have been going, oh, listen, but here's the problem. That was a bad call. The dude faked it. They showed the replay. That dude flopped so bad, it was pathetic. When I saw that, like I knew it live, but when I saw the replay, that was total flop. But yeah, Gorgie used to listen. Gorgie, no. You know who got it more, Nina? Anawaku. Anawaku got more moving screen calls than anybody else in Louisville history, probably. I bet he really did. I bet if we go to Kelly Dickey, I bet he had more offensive screen fouls in history. 93-9. Cheers. I just want the coach to put first team he can depend on, but you want to wear him out though. He's still DJ and Carlik look winded. I agree. Are you sure those boys aren't smoking cigarettes? Do y'all remember one of my first volumes of Midnights with Marques Maybin stories when I told you that I came in that room on the road and Eric Johnson was sitting on the toilet with the door open smoking a black and white? I had never seen something like that out of a basketball player in my life. I had never seen that. Just the shutdown. You can tell they must have did the shutdown 100% like they were supposed to. And don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining, but I think some of these teams that are good right now, I think they ignored the COVID rules and they just pushed through it. I think our team really did do the COVID shutdown like they were supposed to. No extra work. They fully quarantined because they look like they've been quarantined. To get Aiden to Louisville and treat him like this, Aiden has to get better. But yeah, Mac's treating him bad. I love seeing Josh Nickelberry, and he didn't hesitate on the shot. He let him go big time. Better fight tonight. In Wisconsin, better fight, but Wisconsin's tougher. So physicality makes people look lazy and look tired, and we're probably in a little better shape. Loving JJ Traynor. I love JJ Traynor, especially when Jalen Withers was catching the ball and acting so indecisive and just getting bumped to the ground every single time. Son, if you don't get yourself a base, they are going to knock you around for the entire year. Freshmen are going to be knocking him around, much less seniors. He's listen, he's going to get us in some big trouble. He's it's ridiculous. 2 years from now, he may be, listen, because you know what? I forgot who I heard explain it, but I agree when I heard it, and maybe I thought about it. It might be my own idea, but I just don't want to take credit for it. But being that JJ Traynor is a late starter, he loves basketball because there is no burnout, there is no expectation. He just wants to get better every day, and he's learning on the fly. 100%. Jalen Withers joined the building. What's going on? Oh, it's just Steve. Hi, Steve.
What's going on, man?
You tell me.
Listen, just kick back. Everybody's asleep. I'm watching some TV, stuff like that. Just processing the game. I had post game, all that good stuff. So I'm just kind of just I think people. I don't know that tonight gave people a bunch of confidence, but
right?
also I don't think a lot of people had confidence anyway. So I think it was going to take like a 50-point win tonight.
Uh-huh.
Uh, I left going. Coach Mack made me feel better, right? So I'm kind of like, okay, yeah. I mean, guys were Withers sucks.
Withers fell every single time, Steve.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how uncut you're getting on these, but yeah, Withers sucks, man. Like we're gonna have to have some kind of game plan because Sar will put 50 on him, dude.
Listen, Withers is not covering down on the back end. Askew or
Oh,
anybody else is going to penetrate and throw it up
yeah,
on the back side of our pack line and zone defenses, and they're going to be alley oops, Steve.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I know.
Steve loves Gabe. Did you like Gabe today? You see that flop Gabe got called for,
Yeah, that
or,
was
or,
terrible,
or
man.
on the screen? Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
that was terrible. No, I mean Gabe was good for what he does, man. Uh, I thought he was good today. I mean, but like I'm curving Gabe like insane. Aiden needs to transfer if you can't play right now.
with the way
You're done.
Jalen is playing, you should be able to get some minutes, man.
Yeah, and I don't know if that's Mac being a dick. Sorry, I don't know if that's Mac being a jerk, but like whatever it is, man, it's just like got. I mean, or if he just
Okay,
sucks.
listen. Can anything be fixed with Jalen Withers by Saturday?
No, not by Saturday. I mean, like that's what I was saying on the show. I was like, I mean, I ain't crapping on him as like a prospect going forward. I mean, I think Jalen would be a good player for Louisville. I mean, in the future. But
Mm-hmm.
he had 6 and 7 tonight. I mean, but he just
He had
soft,
the
man.
opportunity for 15 and 10.
Oh, he's so soft, man. I'll be surprised if he gives us anything. I did like JJ though. I thought Trainer played well
JJ,
tonight.
you can tell JJ is a sponge right now, man. You can
Yeah,
tell he learns something new every single play.
yeah.
Like even the way even the way on his pump fake, he let
Yep.
everybody go by, finished it,
Yep.
finished it good. Like you could tell he knew what he wanted to do. Okay, it's Josh Nickelberry. Instead of everybody being, oh, some guy's gonna come in and do this to us. How about Josh Nickelberry come in and do that for us and
Yeah.
lead us to a win?
I thought Josh was pretty productive tonight for being being his first game back. I mean,
No hesitation on the look. Try to listen, test the guy, see if you can get to the basket.
yeah, yeah. I thought he did a good job, man. I thought he kept the ball moving because see, we've got some ball stoppers, but not in a selfish Kentucky way.
Mhm.
Kentucky's got some ball stoppers that are just selfish, man.
They want to go 1-on-1 all the way to the basket.
Yeah, yeah. See, we got some ball stoppers. I think it's out of ignorance. That it's just they don't know what to do. And Josh is not one of those guys. Josh made a move, man. I mean, he did every time he got the ball, man. He did something. If it was a pump fake, if it was just a jab step, or
Um,
like he did something with the ball every time.
look,
I,
look,
I,
look
I liked
explosive
it.
to me. Where is Baby Dre, Steve?
He's fine. I mean, he's gonna have to learn maybe not that many threes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I mean, his shot's not pretty at all. Uh,
Mm,
but I mean, man, he played great defense the whole game, and then he made a couple big buckets late, or the one real big bucket late, where he made the move and they knocked the ball kind of out of his hand, but like he still gathered it and scored. That's what pisses me off about Jalen. I'm like, they took that ball right from Jalen Withers. Like they slapped the ball out of his hand, been gone.
On the rebounds, and he ends up on the ground. So now it's 5-on-4.
Yeah.
Darius Perry still hasn't changed. 25 minutes, 1 for 11, 1 for 5, 3-pointer, and 5 points off the bench.
Yeah, Darius. I mean, in hindsight, I kind of wish we had him just because we need another guard that can handle the ball. But he was what he was. He wasn't going to be no different for him.
Jalen Withers has got to start. I would start working out with him with a medicine ball, Steve.
Oh my God!
And listen, I mean dunking a medicine ball, because if you're scared to jump high in traffic, like you're useless around the basket.
Jalen Withers needs to get saved or something. I don't know what's his deal. He needs,
right?
Whatever God he believes in, he needs more of it.
I mean, but how do you like think about this? He's walking back down the court, and DeAndre Davis just keep telling him, dude, you gotta dunk these. Dude, you gotta dunk them. And he's just nodding his head. And this is like late when the game's kind of a wrap. He's still just like, dude, I'm trying to get you a dunk. Like, you gotta get a high jumping dunk.
I did find it funny. Did you hear the announcer say he's like, man, I don't know what's up with this dude's shoes, but he's like, what he said back when I played, he's like, I can't get my shoe on that easy.
Off and on. But here's what I say, Steve. That loose shoe is symbolism for you.
Yeah.
Your loose shoe. Think about it. You're running, your shoes are halfway flopping a little bit if they're coming off that easy. So anybody who's running and cutting as hard as they can, they would have blisters the size of pancakes from sliding around in your shoe if they're that loose. You would literally have blisters that big.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
that big. Like it would you like unless you put, the stuff that football players put on their elbows.
Yeah.
Right? When they play on turf, you would have to put that right on your feet. You know what I'm saying? To avoid getting super blisters.
Yeah.
Yeah. JJ Trainer got in there and he got some fouls. And that's the big strong dude that he drew some fouls against.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, and don't get me wrong, man, Sarr's skilled, but I mean, it's not like Kentucky's necessarily got bigs that are just gonna post you up and go to work either. I mean, like, so I mean, NC State worked UNC tonight. I mean, and the NC State's 5-1 now. I mean, they played nobody.
How much did North Carolina beat Kentucky by?
10. It was double digits. It ended up being double digits.
Yes. JJ Trainer was quick off his feet on the defensive end, got 2 nice blocks. I agree with that.
The one
that was
really
a great
nice, man. Guy made that move, and Trainer, man.
I just now saw what you were talking about, where he walled up and came up with the ball.
Yep.
I just saw that. Look, of course, I'm on the Fox Go app watching the replay.
Oh yeah. They got the condensed game up too already.
Really?
Yeah. But because I watched the condensed game actually right before you sent me a link.
Are you ready for JJ to start?
I don't know. I'll give Withers the start again against Kentucky because his body, and maybe maybe you can something comes out of you. But I do think JJ's going to get minutes. We'll see Gabe Saturday too.
Why would Matt dislike Aiden?
I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on there. But I mean, Aiden didn't play a second tonight, dude. Not 1 second.
And he catches and goes straight up better than anybody on the team. That's the problem. He goes straight up with the ball. Yes, baby, I agree 100% with that. Boo Brewer did let us know He's a problem.
Yeah, no, I like Trainer, and I like Trainer. I like Trainer better.
YouTube, beef. On YouTube, if you follow, actually, no, you can just type in the game and type in condensed, or no, type in full game and they'll condense. They'll give
Oh
you
yeah,
condensed.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I just go to YouTube. I do like Trainer off the bench. I can handle that.
Yeah, I wouldn't make that move just yet, but I mean, I like Trainer to play Saturday. Like I said, I think Gabe will play Saturday.
I agree. I really agree with this one. If we can figure out a way to get up 10 points on UK will fold and the players quit on Cal. I think listen, I'm not saying they'll quit, but I'm saying they're gonna start going to individual stuff. And here's the thing, they're talented enough and confident enough to just start hitting shots and stay in the game. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
Like,
yeah.
and you're athletic enough to do all that stuff. But I would love it. But here's the thing, Steve. Hold on. Man, according to these Facebook fans, I don't get to watch this up. Get all my info from you. Okay, fair enough. It'll be up in a couple of hours. Where's this game shown? Yeah. No, the condensed game is on the YouTube channel. Just type in Louisville versus Pittsburgh 2020 full game. And chances are
I only had one real loser call on the post game tonight.
I did. Wait, you talking about the guy that was acting crazy?
Yeah, I was like, did he sound? I was like, are you all right, dude?
He was expecting you to hang up on him.
I know, and I was just like, are you all right?
Right.
Yeah, I'm still here.
I couldn't believe you. I couldn't believe you hung on to him.
Well, I probably would have hung up, but I didn't have the thing. Jack did.
Right here. See, Jack was wanting that to turn into something so he could have some content.
I know, but I am kind of glad Jack let him hang on there because Jeremy was kind of like, no, I'm still here. Because Jack called him out. Jack was like, well, he's still on the line.
yeah. Like, hey, look, you want to be funny? Ask him on to it.
Yeah, and then he just went into, well, I ain't run yet, beat. Okay. Well,
look, I heard say I'm from the Ethan Moore school.
Yeah.
Saw a lot of watching on the perimeter. Here's the thing. There are motion principles, I can tell now, but as soon as somebody gets a little tired, they don't do the motion principle. So, like, you don't have to cut hard. Because, like,
it's not harped on. It's not harped on, you can tell.
Yep. You're just looking for somebody to out competition the opponent, you know.
Yeah.
But like I said, some of it I don't fully disagree with. Sometimes you got to teach dudes like, dude, I can sit around and teach you all these offensive motions. But if you can't just go beat somebody, then just get out. You know, get out my face.
Yeah.
But here's what scared me. The thought popped in my head, Steve. I don't know if it's real or not.
Okay.
It's still a lot of picking, sealing, opening up, right? Like, that stuff is simple. But here's the problem. I'm like, where did Pegues play at?
Rhode Island or Delaware?
Delaware. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Coach Mack, Evansville, Xavier. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe it's scary. I mean, I know he was under Skip Prosser, but it's like, dude, maybe there's some. And Wake Forest, you know, they have some dudes, but they're not a factory. You know what I'm saying? And to become a factory, you gotta teach fundamentals 80% of the time. Does that make sense?
I did like you on one possession. I can't remember which one it was. It was in the second half, though. Coach Mack called a play for JJ, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they were on one end, and you could hear Coach Mack. Coach Mack said, "JJ, go straight to go straight to the post." And he kind of did what you was talking about the other day with Jameson. So the rebound. Yeah, JJ took off straight to the basket.
Look, and he looked up. He looked. Yep. He ran fast. He knew he beat his guy. He looked up. Gave the ball to him. It was coming.
and then he opened up and he got
And
the
this,
ball. And I don't know. He either scored or got fouled. I can't remember. But
he dished it. He caught the ball, he turned around and he dished it to DeAndre Davis, and he got fouled.
yeah,
DeAndre Davis was getting ready dunking and he got fouled. But
that's
yeah,
right.
yep, that was the play. I'm like, dude, like those are fundamental things. Your big man should be busting it to be right down the middle. That should be your lane, right down the middle. You run down there, and if you're ahead of your big man, you start looking. He did do that one time. I thought that was awesome. You're right about that. I didn't know he did that.
You're right. You're right. He did. He dished it off. I knew something good came out of that play though.
Hayden Redmond, I remember raising the Polar Plunge. Do you think Louisville football team will be in a bowl? They absolutely will not be in a bowl.
No bowl.
The 6.10-minute drought. Like, listen, even the people from Xavier talked about Coach Mack's droughts.
Yeah, because I said that on the post game. It was like, man, our offense just dies. Like it just dies in the middle of games. I'm like, what the heck, man?
Again, you say it like, but I always said it in the tournaments, man. In the tournaments I played in, we like leading up to the tournament, everybody was being aggressive, knew their role, all that good stuff. But when you got to the tournament, everybody started relying on the system, and you forgot to be aggressive, and you just kind of passing around. Everybody just kind of standing around. But that's my point though. When it gets tight and gets clutch, either you just gonna have Carly be a dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or you gotta have somebody just be a dude to get you wins.
Yeah.
Yeah, like coach would drop a play, but oh my God, that was just the worst. Did you see that dude put? You know what, Steve? I wish that dude would have dunked that ball over Jalen Withers so bad.
Oh man, the one where he
on the inbounds play.
Yeah, and then the dude hung himself.
Yes.
Yeah.
I wish he would have dunked on him.
Yeah, that was sad though. That I was like, man, come on, us big guys got to stay together. And he almost broke it. He almost separated his shoulder, dude.
Jalen Withers got a great charge in transition. Okay, Steve, they asked me what I thought. I thought even if Capel was there, I felt like we would have played better too. Like we would have matched the level.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I'm saying? And I felt like after about the first 10 minutes, they kind of did a Wisconsin, like, there's no way this team can beat us. And just kind of start stinking it up.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like I said, man, I was pretty happy with like the calls and stuff today. Everybody pretty much sounded like, hey, I mean, it's a good win. You went on the road. I mean, look, I don't feel for anybody. I just had to go play on the road against the top 12 team without my best player. So,
right.
Boo-hoo, get over it. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, like, so I'm not going to, well, man, have champagne. Sorry. I was kind of happy though, because like I said, all the calls and stuff, I think people were like, no, we're 5-1. 1-0 in the ACC. I mean,
so they're not carrying the Pittsburgh energy into Kentucky.
Get Steve a focus. Right. Yeah. No, I know. I'm about to go to bed.
Yeah, I'm just running 100 mile an hour to get away out. They got out in transition a couple times. They look good, and that might be a solution too, Steve. Get out in transition, open court. David excels. Yeah. David excels in open court situations. That is Steve's thing probably ran out. So I missed the beginning of the live. Does the win still feel as good as we thought? Again, I think this is hold on. I think this is smart fan base. What's going on? I think this is smart enough fan base to where you can appreciate an ACC opener win, pretty much no matter what. Reckless. When I saw Pitt assistant Had his mask inside out. I felt better. That's funny. What what is the takeaway you all are calling for the game on Saturday? What do you mean by that? Oh, what is the takeaways you all are calling for the game on Saturday? Well, first of all, let me be clear. I've explained to y'all why I think this is a complete like setup game. When you moved it to ESPN and you moved it to 1 o'clock and you took out Jay Billis and brought in Dick Vitale, this is a setup. Steve, this is the closest. This is the closest I've ever been in my life to saying this game is going to be fixed.
I know, right?
I've never said that. I don't do that. You know me. Like, if I thought games were fixed, I would stop watching. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, same.
Yeah, I would stop watching basketball.
Yeah.
But when I see you get beat by 30 by Wisconsin, Cal's in trouble, and then he does the ESPN hates us. It's like, dude, come on now. Like we won't that's just a bogus thing. You're throwing dudes under the bus on Instagram. You look crazy. Everything just looks crazy. And I'm like, all of a sudden, Dickie V, Saturday, ESPN2 to ESPN1, no Billis? Yeah. You think Billis can't do that? Right? So, yeah. So once I saw that, Steve, I'm like, and look, and what are the odds? You're what? You're 5-1 and they're 1-5.
Yeah.
Like, it just feels like a fix, man. It feels like a true fix. And like Nike, do you know how much money Nike losing with Kentucky stuck in?
Oh yeah, I mean, it definitely
and listen, if you let like all this FBI stuff and all this stuff, if you let Adidas Louisville put the nail in the coffin on Kentucky, Steve,
especially after Kansas already beat them,
right? Like that. Like I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, it feels like if I were gonna make a conspiracy theory,
yeah,
this would have given me every single thing to say. No, in a court of law, I can prove to you this is a fix.
Yeah, and
that sucks. But yeah, I'm not gonna do the whining thing, but it still does suck.
No, I know.
Look, welcome, Joe. Welcome to the YouTube, the midnight. Why do you think? Who do you think are best defenders? Carlink's pretty tough on defense, man. I liked him today. DJ
was good today.
When DJ steps it up on defense, man, he can stop somebody.
He was good.
DJ?
Yeah.
Praying for a win. I hear you, man. Edgar Cal. We need to cancel the game. I would cancel on Cal right now. Go ahead and have the game plan. For us, Die Hard. I pretty much know what you mean on that one. It says, I hate when Dick Vitale calls the game. Oh, that's the point, Nina. They bring in Dick Vitale to tell everybody everything's going to be okay. Yeah. They're literally bringing in Dick Vitale to make sure he says all day, oh, don't panic. And Steve, I said it last night.
Yeah.
I said it last night. I said, don't be surprised if Dick Vitale comes up during the game.
Yeah.
And it happened. And I'm telling you, all you're going to hear is, oh, they're going to fight their way out of it. You go through a little adversity. And Cal, get yourself ready for it, y'all.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's going to be a 2-hour Kentucky infomercial.
Yes. Look, Cal had to do what he had to do. He had to discipline, the guys, but they'll be fine. And it's a bunch of they'll be fine and all that stuff. Yeah. At the end of the Kansas game, I know. Only other big game at CBS. So CBS Duke UNC #1 basketball rivalry. Yes, Jonathan. He tweets about them every day or every other day. That's a fact. What do you think the player matchups will be Saturday? Who's checking who? That's way too in depth for the midnight show. Like once I start going down that road, I ain't coming back out. Because I'm gonna need video to show you all that stuff. How many times Vitale mention Rick Pitino's name? I don't know. He might leave Rick out of this one.
I do like some of our matchups though.
I would love them oh, I didn't see the Pittsburgh dude. Did you see the Pittsburgh dude blow around and bump Quinn in the chest?
I don't know if I was paying attention.
Pittsburgh dude ran around him, dunked the ball real good, came up, bumped Quinn right in the chest. Yeah, like chest bump.
Quinn didn't get a ton of minutes today either.
I know. Listen, and after I saw that play, I see why.
Yeah, he was kind of.
Yeah, dude went by and dunked that ball like that. You let him bump your chest like that. That was a good spin move on the post. DeAndre Davis has a good feel around the basket, doesn't he?
Yeah, and they tried to get him. They tried to get that to him a couple times.
Can you believe? Okay, this is where you were freaking out. Jalen Withers, he almost stole the ball, had it going between his legs, and somebody slid it in and got it from him.
Drives you nuts, man. It's like, dude, just get the ball, man.
And it sucks because you're looking at his little miniature man body, and you're like, dude, you got all the tools. And you know what the problem is, Steve? They're looking at him on the court like he's a monster, but it takes them a while to figure out he's not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it feels like it takes a few minutes for them to realize he ain't no threat to dunk on nobody.
Yeah.
But when you see him in layup line, you hit his hand. When you see him in the layup line, you're like, ooh, watch out for dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's one of those type. Wacky theory. Wait, Dickie V tweet just ran into this wacky theory about you, coach. Why ESPN wants to see UK lose. These calories in ESPN is simple. Is the most popular. I know, dude. I know. Like Xavier Johnson, he's the smokiest one to go. He lets the beat. He can go. We have the man upstairs. UK lives around him. I know. That's why we're so frustrated with Jalen Withers. Rival game versus Louisville. Cal, you better. You listen. You better not lose. I know that. I know that much. Midnight Marques said, it looks like a TV call at 4 a.m. with Steve. Listen, Steve is a family man. Steve got kids, wives, all kind of good stuff going on. He actually has responsibilities. Like I sleep when I want and wake up when I want.
11:43. I'm like, dude, I'm ready to tap in.
Yeah, look. Okay, final thoughts on your takeaway that you're going to apply to the UK game. Positive or negative?
I would say you've got to play smart. You've got to make them think. I mean, I know that sounds terrible to say, but you've got to make them think, man. You can't you it up with them because, I mean, then they're going to feel at home. So Coach Mack's a good coach, though, man. Like we keep saying, like Jack hit me with that a couple times on the post game where he was like, yeah, but, Withers is not, JJ or Sarr is going to tear Withers. And I'm like, yeah, but Mack's a good coach, though. Like, he's going to have.
Yeah. It's not going to be just one-on-one Withers versus Sarr all game.
Right. Like, I'm like, Mack's going to double team. He's going to mess around. Like, he'll be fine there. Yeah. The biggest thing, man, I think we'll neutralize the middle. We've got to make sure that we close out, don't do those half-hearted closeouts and let them hit big shots. Because Kentucky's gonna have to hit jump shots to beat us this year. And that's usually the opposite. Usually we're the team we're like, well, we got to hit jump shots to beat them. They're going to have to hit jump shots to beat us, and they don't have a team that's built to do that. So.
Can Sam shoot three-pointers, Steve?
Every once in a while.
We have the slowest shooters on the planet, don't we?
Oh, dude. It makes you listen. I drives me nuts watching how slow we shoot. That's why I loved how Josh caught that one. It just went up and shot it. I was like, hey, like it's night and day from last year. Like it's night and day from last year.
Wait, Mark, I may be with the decision. Montrez tonight with the Lakers was funny. Sam range is 7. No, his best range is 7B. Okay, Steve, get out of here. Yeah, I'll give you in the morning.
All right.
Laters. Okay. They live off second chance points. We neutralized the middle. We win on Saturday. But here's the thing. Yes and no. It still kind of has something to do with their confidence level too. Like I swear sometimes, good job, Jay. I swear sometimes there's a little bit of that. You know what I'm saying? Like Cal probably reads off the stars, just 5-star, 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 4, and he probably just reads off all and just they shouldn't beat y'all. Like it doesn't matter what they do. My biggest fear is the alley-oop. Penetration going to alley-oop. We don't cover down desperate enough, especially Jalen Withers. I saw everything I didn't want to see out of Jalen Withers tonight, and that's disappointing. But I think JJ Traynor showed me more than I was going to expect to see. So there's a little bit of balance right there. Kentucky will turn it up. They will turn it over, and they will charge. They do a lot of Euro steps and stuff. As long as we don't get in like stupid foul trouble, I am worried. But sorry, at 16-6 on Enoch last year. But listen, what did he have? Listen, think about this. Sarr played the full game. Look at what he had all the other times he faced Malik Williams. He only had one good game against them, and he plays the whole game. Look at the numbers our guys had only playing 20 minutes against Sarr. They chewed him up. They chewed him up. He was not a problem like that. Listen, the alley-oop is there. I agree. Nickelberry can shoot. Needs to play in the UK game. Yeah, he's going to play. He's going to play. I'm convinced Josh Nickelberry is going to play some ball. So what exactly is the main goal of Mac offense? Like Rick offense seem more critical. Listen, Mark, that's funny you say that because I bet, Mark, if I went to your Twitter and looked at what you said about Rick's offense when he was running the 3-man weave and just attacking downhill, you hated that. Everybody hated Rick's offense. Everybody was like, what's that stupid weave? Everybody hated that. So don't get revisionist on this one. I feel you. I feel what you're saying. Like Rick is getting better by the day. Every day you get mad. And that's a normal reaction. The backup quarterback is always better. The ex-girlfriend wasn't that bad. The ex-coach wasn't as bad as you thought. How many times did you see Satterfield go 3-and-out and say, damn, Bobby Petrino had better play calls than that? Put Gabe in there and hammer. Listen, Gabe's going to play. I think Gabe's going to play. I think that's going to be a fact. Withers is going to have to. You're going to have a serious meeting with Jalen Withers. First of all, I'm going to make a compilation of every single play that Withers fell on the ground, and it's going to be probably 9 to 12 plays, and I'm gonna show him. I'm gonna say, look, dude, look at you getting pushed around. I'm gonna show him getting pushed. It's probably 16 plays where Withers either got pushed out of position or pushed on the ground, and I'm gonna show 16 plays, and I'm gonna say, dude, look at this. You're stronger than that. You know, I'm gonna show him. They got the ball to the basket, dished it to you. Why are you going under the basket? Why are you not going up? Trying to jump higher than somebody and dunking the ball. I mean, I would spend tomorrow. I probably wouldn't even let him practice tomorrow. I just put him in film session and just be like, if this guy shows up for Saturday, I don't see you getting a lot of playing time for the rest of the year. I would just keep it real like that. Like, dude, you have too much potential for us to put you out there. And I would be doing you. I would be cheating you if I kept playing you. Withers, COVID or weak. Listen, I will say this. A lot of those guys looked a little more sluggish, and it didn't look like. I'm built not to make an excuse, naturally, but I'm built not to make an excuse, but for multiple people that I know are tough to look so tired like that's a problem. And the problem is Carlik don't look as tired because he's an OG. He's used to playing tired. He knows how to play tired and effective. Those young guys, they don't know how to play when they got full energy. Come on, be ready for that with full energy. You know what? That's fair. I just hated Rick the weed whip. I know. Thank you, Mark. Thank you so much for admitting that. A lot of times people would try to start a debate and start an argument, just say, no, it wasn't. I love this offense. And it's like, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. It's like Sam Mack's offense is too clunky to develop sometimes. My team tonight did point out. And yeah. Brad, I was talking about that with Steve earlier in the review. David Johnson is good in the open court. Listen, our best offense was when we pushed the ball. It happened last year. I was ready to kill Coach. Like, as soon as they started pushing the ball a little bit, stuff was just opening up. I mean, I know it's different from the system, but y'all got to push the ball up. A broken floor works for guys that are good passers. Carlik, David, Sam, good cutters and passers. You got to go open floor on them. You got to push the ball off the floor. Even like I said, anytime you get the opportunity to just get it up fast, see what's there, and then bring it back out. There's no harm in that. You don't have to walk the ball up the court. That is not a necessity. Preseason hype videos. Who put out? Which preseason? Like who? Wait a minute. Like what do you mean by that? Are you talking about Louisville or are you talking about Kentucky? This one right here, Jonathan. Which part of the preseason videos do you think look suspect? Also, I can't wait till guys like Drake. Yeah, get confidence, pull up from deep. I mean, he doesn't necessarily have to shoot deep, but I think he's learning. He's learning, how to be effective. Can we get Dre and Sam to be a problem in the game? Listen, DeAndre Davis has a great natural feel around the basket, and he's tough, and he doesn't mind getting fouled. The more confident he is, the better. So I will say that. Withers and get no. I mean, listen, it's like working hard in the off season is different from executing the game plan. Like there's a million good, talented, but like look at Coach Cal. That's like saying BJ Boston is suspect because he don't know how to play in Cal's system. He's still a good player, you know what I'm saying? He just is having a hard time fitting the scheme. Those guys ask you, he's a good player. He just, he's young. He's trying to fit the scheme. Would you say Askew sucks? Like, nah, he's just sucking in the scheme. So yeah, Withers is just like, he has a whole bunch of potential. He just has to fit it into the scheme. Defense turns to offense, really miss the press defense. I know. But the thing is, people are so athletic. Unless you have the most athletic team in the conference, it's hard to press because you leave your back end wide open and vulnerable. And press is just get everybody in the back dunked on against good teams. Being Kentucky by any means necessary. I know. I think that's what Mac preaches more than anything. That was some impressive coaching for Jalen. Have you thought about coaching? Absolutely not. You see how angry I am? I kick players off the court all the time. Think about this. If I was a coach, Jalen Withers would be out of the game for his shoe coming off. If it happens in the first half, I'm sending him to the locker room. You're not sitting on my sideline, and this is the second game in a row your shoe came off. That means you literally don't have your bootlaces strapped up to go to work. Get off my court. Next person, whoever it is. Aiden, if I can't play you, and you see how bad Jalen Withers is looking out here? He's thinking about if he wants to take it up strong. Aiden, if you can't learn your defensive assignments by now, get off my court. No, go to the locker room. Look away. You know what I would do? I would make Aiden and Jalen Withers turn their chairs around and face out away from the court. Y'all don't even deserve to watch the game. If you can't keep your shoes on in the game of basketball and you can't learn your rotations in 18 months you've been here, dude, turn your chair around. Maybe I might not make them face the fans, but I'll make them face sideways or something. It'll be humiliating stuff. They'll write an article. I'll get cancel culture. They'll call me a bully and all kind of stuff like that. So it wouldn't work. I think Withers gets hammered on this game. That boy will be ready Saturday. Motivation but we got to have listen, but you still got to have an adult conversation before you get to Saturday. And he needs to see it. Listen, best thing that ever happened to me, one of my youth league coaches recorded the games when it was kind of new. And he said, and listen, he made everybody raise their hand and pledge and say, the eye in the sky don't lie. And I was probably 11 years old, 10 years old. We all had to put our hands up and say, the eye in the sky don't lie. So he did that because he was like, when I show you how silly you look, I want you to know, you know what I'm saying? Moving forward, I don't ever want to see that again. So I would make Jalen say the eye in the sky don't lie and watch him get pushed down over and over and over and over again. Even if they push you, like, ain't you a man? Like, you gonna let a man just push you to the ground 4 possessions in a row? Dude, listen, you're playing against a bunch of people who want to make $50 million in a couple years. You have a chance to make millions and millions of dollars, and you're gonna let a guy just push you down and take that $1 million from you? Like, literally, you're gonna let a dude just push you on the ground and take away your $1 million. So yeah, I would have a serious talk. Like, look how bad you look falling down. Even if you did get pushed. There, one time we were in films. I remember it was like it was yesterday. We were in films, y'all. And Louisville fan, like real deal fan, might remember. We were playing against St. Louis at home. We were playing Larry Hughes. Nate Johnson was playing really good D on Larry Hughes. Larry Hughes was getting frustrated. Larry Hughes went up to Nate and he just like bang and just popped him in the nuts, right? Nate went down. Larry Hughes cut right down the middle lane, inbounds play, got the ball, laid it up, right? And we was like, oh, man, oh, referees, oh, blah, man. So when we get in the film room, we can't wait to show the coach what happened to Nate on that play because we all saw it, right? And so we're watching the video. Larry Hughes comes up, hits up in between Nate's legs, goes and gets that bucket. And Nate was like, oh, you see that? And Coach Eves was like, no. Bleep, 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 bleep. No. You know what's gonna happen, son? He's gonna get drafted in the lottery. He said, you know what? You were playing defense. He punched you in the junk, and he did what he had to do to go get a bucket. He's like, and what you doing in here? You making excuses. And it was just like, but Larry Hughes went lottery. You know what I'm saying? So you couldn't really argue. I mean, you understood what coach is saying. It's like, nah, some of these guys out here, they just do what they got to do. It don't take, that wasn't coaching. That wasn't execution. That was, I just want this more than you. I'm willing to die. I'm willing to dirty. I'm willing to do anything to get this money. So yeah, Coach Eves didn't show Nate no love on that situation. So, like, it's one of those things where you got to explain that to Jalen. Like, dude, like, you can show me a little push in the back that made you fall, and maybe the referee should have called it, but they don't call that for kids that want money. And you can see right away which kids think they're going to get money and which kids just hope they make it to get money. And Jalen looks like he hopes to make it to the league. And a lot of times when you play your top-notch opponents, your UKs, they already, like, I'm not saying this, I'm just putting it out there. hypothetically, them kids already owe money. Them kids already getting, let's just say kids. Kids are already getting agent money to keep them covered until it's time to go to the league. So you already kind of in the hole. So if an agent's throwing you $2,500 a month just so you can, move around comfortably, they keeping records of that. You know what I'm saying? You in the hole for 50 racks by the end of the year, right? You got to make it to the league. And a lot of times those kids that already messing with agents, already AAU, already dirty, they play like they owe money. That's what agents do. The street agents, the real agents, they start putting you in the hole. So when you do get drafted high, it's an easy payback, but they play like they know that. Yeah, if Jalen Withers, he don't owe nobody. His dad just stopped playing overseas a couple years ago. Jalen don't owe nobody no money at all, and he looks like he plays like it. He looks like he has time to develop and time to do this. Those players that come out of some places, they don't feel like that. And if you go to Kentucky, if you come back for a second year, you might not ever get drafted. And they tell you that going in there. So you got to have a certain level of confidence to still go to Kentucky, knowing I'm just going to be here 1 year. And if I don't, I'm in bad trouble. Yeah, sometimes we just pass the ball around looking stupid. Let me see this one. Maybin is talking this player development. Let's see, kind of plays more mind games instead of player development. I wouldn't call it games. But he definitely doesn't focus on individual skill sets. You can see that. Like, giving somebody no excuses to get better. I wouldn't call that a mind game, you know what I'm saying? But I would definitely like to. I'm talking maybe not honestly. Brian Northern, Nate Daniels, squad should have won it all. Yes, they had a handful. I gotta say, Nate's place. Next time I'm gonna use. Wait, I gotta say, in Nate's place. Next time I'm gonna use, I'm gonna accidentally swim it. Yeah, no, that's the thing. Like we got the point, but it was like the referees didn't call it, but the coach was just making a point about how bad do you want it. Like he showed an example of what he's willing to do to get a bucket. Without naming names, obviously, did you ever get offered? Oh yeah, of course. Yes. Yes, and to this day, I say, why didn't I challenge him? Why didn't I see if he'd actually do it? Why didn't I actually see if I actually could have got that number? I agree, Mark. Yeah, he had some good squads. But they ran into some juggernauts too. Like, man, you go run into Darren Williams and them, man. Like, dude, it's tough, man. William, welcome to the party. Welcome to the party. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. Can we hear the story, or will it give it away? I'll save that one. I'll save that one because I had another one on deck for this evening. Midnight with Marques Maybin stories. We're gonna call this volume 13. Okay, if you have any basketball questions or any other questions, feel free to shoot them. I'm gonna keep my eye on the chat. So I'll keep on clicking. Yeah, Mark. It's like when you go back and look at the names on the teams Rick lost to, it wasn't chumps. It wasn't chumps at all. Okay, so here it is. Let me make sure we got this. Hold on, let me make sure I get this. You think the game Saturday is set up for Dre to show out with his matchups? He might bail us out. I don't think he explodes, but I think he gets us out of trouble or something. It'd be nice if you lace up. I know. I know. Just God, they're missing a lot of fundamentals. Yes, the left-handed finger roll, but they only take place in the open court. DJ's IQ is best utilized in open court. We have got to get we have got listen, we don't score easy enough in half court to walk the ball up. If we get a rebound on a missed shot, you have to jog the ball. You have to push the ball up the court. You don't have to have it. That's why you have 2 point guards, so you can both guys can get it up the court and see if there's a broken situation. Then you can bring it out. Then you can run all the pick and rolls you want to, but get it up the court and see if there's something there. We got to try to score easier, man. We don't got a bunch of shake and bake guys. Get the ball up the court. People are cutting. Guys are pointing out. Make the other team communicate. That's how you're going to beat Kentucky. Make them communicate with each other. They don't. Neither did Pittsburgh. That's how you get the advantage. Okay. Okay. Yes, James. Yes. The too short. The verses I asked last night about the baddest you seen, Coach. I think I can come back to that one. But that's really an unfair one because if Nickelberry gets us 9-12, we'll win it. I'm gonna like Nickelberry. Okay. Volume 13, Midnights with Marques Maybin, True Stories. We're gonna title this one. The name of this one is Peter Warwick. Is the name of this story. Okay. Yes, we have to push the ball. We got to push it just to see what's open. Okay. Marcus there, right? I'm pushing the ball at Matt. Yeah. We got it. We got to get some quick looks just to see if we can get an inside touch or just, a mix up. Okay. The story is called Peter Warwick. Do y'all know who Peter Warwick is? If y'all can let me know quickly in the chat section, you know who Peter Warwick is. Do you know who Peter Warwick is? Anybody? Do you know that name? Does that name sound familiar? Yes. Okay, Dylan. FSU. Okay. If you may know a little bit about the Peter Warwick history, and if you see where this is going, don't spoil it. Everybody will be able to kind of figure it out, but I just kind of want to go through the situation. The story's called Peter Warwick. Okay, so I'm in college, right? I'm in college. My dad is a military guy, military brat. When I came to school, again, I had a car. So I'm ahead of a lot of people just by having a car. But on the other hand, it was a Mazda 323 hatchback. So I got a car, but it's the wimpiest car on campus. Football players got big body Oldsmobiles. Teammates, Cameron Murray got Cherokees, and people got nice stuff. Everybody got nice stuff or big body Cadillac, and I got this hatchback Mazda 323. It's probably like a 91 or something. So if you look up 1991 Mazda hatchback, it'll give you a laugh about what I was driving on campus. And keep in mind, I had a 91 Mazda 323 hatchback that Troy Jackson used to make me chauffeur him all around the city all the time in this little hatchback. And Troy Jackson would have to sit all hunched up in the passenger seat, and he would try to lean to the side, and I used to think he was gonna fall out the door. So yeah. Okay, so Troy Jackson used to ride with me in the Mazda 323. That was always funny. Okay, so I got enough money to have a car, but my dad, he ain't giving me no money. My mom ain't giving me no money. So here's the thing. My family made just enough money to where I couldn't get no Pell Grants, or I couldn't get the the little bonuses that the athletes used to get. So so at the beginning of the semesters, and when I was in school, this is when they just first started adding a little extra clothing stipend, where like every semester, if your parents made less than this, you would get like a $500 clothing stipend. So it was always like 8 people on the team who would get this $500 clothing stipend. And I used to be heated because I ain't qualified for it. And I used to call, like, I know y'all got some money to throw me or something. I'm up here starving, right? So here's the thing. They used to get this clothing stipend and they used to go like shopping. And I used to be like, actually, we were supposed to use they were supposed to use the clothing stipend for dress clothes. Because it first started when, the NCAA was trying to like, some coaches were complaining about how our kids, you want us to dress up on the road, but we need money to get dress clothes. And I mean, guys ended up getting, 2 or 3 button-up shirts and spending the rest on their own, right? But like I said, I was in a position where, I already had a couple of clothes, so it just sucked. Like I said, it just sucked when everybody would get this stuff and go, and go shopping or whatever. So, but whatever. That's just kind of setting up the mood of semesters or whatever. So, my girlfriend at the time had a friend. Oh, actually, it was her cousin. My girlfriend had a cousin that worked in a department store, right? And here was the thing. I needed some dress clothes to be on the road. And we're talking about, the khakis and the Nauticas and the Hilfiger button-ups and the polo, I needed a couple of those Sperry's and just the preppy. I needed the preppy dress clothes look. That was what you did back then, to when the coaches, whenever you went to an event, you had to kind of dress up or whatever. But I needed some clothes, you know what I'm saying? So, old girl's cousin worked at the department store. So she told me, come to the department store. Hold on. Troy, hold on. Oh, I'm just now hitting the, let me look at these real quick. Yeah, Florida State wide receiver. I'm just running through them really quick. Okay, everybody remember Marques, night. Alicia, well, you know where to find it. You can go back on the YouTube channel and find it. You hitting the boom mic was epic. Oh my God, Ruth, that just makes me so mad. Okay, let me get all these in. OMGs, hold on. Big Troy is almost 400 bills. Yes, in that car with me. Okay, so department store girl, right? She tells me, my girlfriend tells me, go see my cousin, go into the department store, and she'll explain to you what the gig is, right? So the gig at this department store was anything that's on sale was not on the anything on sale is not on the what's the word? Inventory. Anything on sale was taken off the inventory. So it could be 20% off, it could be 50% off, it could be 70% off. They don't have it on the inventory, right? So she would say, get whatever you need that's on sale anywhere in the store. And, she would charge me like, you know what I'm saying? She would charge me, let's say $20 on the print up, right? But I would just give her like $100 because I got like 250 worth of stuff, you know what I'm saying? So I went there like twice and I got my and I really did, because it's a department store. I really did get clothes to wear in the basketball stuff. I guess that's how I justified it in my brain, like I wasn't just like heisting or whatever, but I didn't think nothing of it. So, maybe I did that twice. Everybody, people kind of noticed my gear was looking fly. Actually, not everybody, but a couple of my dudes kind of noticed my gear has stepped up a little bit, right? So on the third time, a teammate asked me, where you headed? And I was like, I'm going to pick up some clothes, right? And then the teammate said, I'm going with you this time, right? And I was like, look, part of me in my mind was like, nah, this is my connect, nah. But it was a teammate who also didn't have the hookup. No, I mean the hookup, like they didn't have the Pell Grant money. So they didn't get that 500 either. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, man, I need to get some clothes, man. I seen you. I know you got a hustle going on. I know you got something going on. And I'm like, no, I don't even think I got it no more. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I was trying to protect my plug, right? But then it was like, man, I'm out here looking bummy, man. Y'all getting fly, you know, blah, 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 blah. So he wore me down. I said, all right, come on. I said, come on. So I take him out there with me. You know, I introduce him, you know, it's my teammate, you know, blah, blah, blah. The girl gives him the rundown too, kind of the same thing, right? Y'all know what he do. Y'all know exactly what he did. He he put around his arm. He was just hanging up shirts. He couldn't even fit just to get it all on the super sale discount. And then he didn't give her no extra money. He just gave her what she charged on the receipt, right? So after that happened, and we did it separately, so I didn't know he did it. So I'm going to the car, you know what I'm saying? We supposed to be in the car. I got my little, my little bag of clothes. Like I said, I got a little discount, but nothing crazy, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. He come to the car. He looked like Puff Daddy been shopping or something. He got everything. And I'm like, what are you doing? Right? So he got it. He's laughing. He's pumped because he got clothes that gonna last him for the rest of his life. That was the attitude. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, oh my God. Like, so we drive off, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking in the back and I'm just like, this idiot, you know what I'm saying? Blah, blah, blah. So time go by. I can't even call this girl. I call my girl to tell her to call cousin and say, my bad. My girl already done heard what happened. She like, did you bring so-and-so? Blah, blah, blah. I was like, yeah, I did. You know what I'm saying? I messed up. And so of course, old girl gets flagged. You know what I'm saying? Now they having conversations with her about what's going on in her department or whatever. Right? Yeah, I know, Jocelyn. I know. So then look, I screwed up the plug. I just screwed it up. You know what I'm saying? She letting me know I screwed it up. Oh, girl's heated. The heat's on her, all this good stuff, right? So after I found out, that basically I blew it, I'm sitting at home one day. Peter Warwick will be ineligible officially today. Peter Warwick was at Dillard's. Getting the same on sale discount. They was talking about police. They was talking about internal investigations. They was talking about ineligibility and the cops and stolen merchandise. I was like, oh my God, I'm getting ready to go down. I was looking at my phone and I'm like, oh my God, coach is getting ready to call me. The police are getting ready to call me. Listen, I'm already thinking about though, but this is my girlfriend's cousin. So this is not an NCAA matter. This is and I'm already looking for my plausible deniability and all this good stuff. And how she told me this is all on the up and up. I know, Mark. I could go there. And that's a whole nother conversation. But yeah, I'm watching Peter Warwick. He's the best receiver. He's at Florida State. They are talking about he's getting ready to go down. It's sensationalized. I'm like, oh my God, they are coming for me, and I'm getting ready to have to go pro. I don't even know what's going on, but I gotta listen. So all I did, look, took them clothes. I took everything I got from Kroger. I mean from Dillard's. I put it in the trunk of my car. Don't ask me why, but I put all that stuff in the trunk of my car like it was a dead body and I was getting ready to have to burn it or something. But I wasn't gonna throw it away. I was thinking about taking that stuff to the dumpster, but then I realized, dude, they got you on camera buying all kind of stuff. Like, ain't no need throwing it away now. Just get ready to deny it and just say you ain't know nothing about it. Look, I'm not getting ready to snitch on her or nothing. I'm gonna just say it's on the up and up. So from the beginning, I know. Listen, I know, but listen, all this is hypothetically though. I'm just telling the story. So this is allegedly. So I spent the next probably 3 weeks of my life. I never trained harder in my life because I thought my NCAA eligibility, and again, like I wasn't even thinking about it like it's an NCAA thing until I saw Peter work. I thought it was just like, maybe she might get in trouble. You know what I'm saying? She might get in trouble for hooking a dude up and giving him a discount she ain't supposed to get. I didn't think about it like, but again, like the media, when the media gets hold of something like that, they look at like they'll have a lawyer go over it and try to turn it into a bigger story. And you got to think, Peter Warrick was the top wide receiver in college football that year, or one of them. Statute of limitations, I did think that too. That's why I said I could tell the story. What is statute of limitations? Baby? Right. And therefore, I say it again for the people in the back. Enough these. I know. Like I said, those are definitely different questions. But yeah, so for about 2 weeks, I couldn't breathe. I just knew they was gonna come knocking on my door. I knew they were gonna ask me. And every time I turned on TV, I saw Peter Warrick. They were just saying his name, and they started calling him. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing: it was like nothing ever would have happened if I hadn't brought my dude to the plug. Like it, and I didn't abuse it. So here's the problem: my total bills would have equaled 50% off. You know what I'm saying? Because I at least paid half of the gear I got. You know what I'm saying? Like easily. But I was just so happy to be getting the 50% off. That's huge. You know what I'm saying? And again, nice polos, nice soft. Appreciate it. Look, that was her bill. Thank you for supporting the channel, though, everybody. Anybody who donates to the super chat, the super stickers, the cash out, all that good stuff. I do really appreciate that. Because listen, I'm out here. Keep in mind, I'm out here putting my name on the line and all that good stuff. And listen, y'all know that there are people who can't wait to dig up some dirt on me. Oh, Rue, I didn't like that. Thanks to it. Great. Jocelyn, that is funny. But yeah, you can ask somebody who was around that time that knew there was a way you could get, like I said, anything that was on sale could get under the radar for a time period. I don't know. I don't know how long that lasted, but for my window, when I saw Peter Warrick on TV get ready to go down for that, I'm like, they got to be running a sting operation on everybody. Listen, I felt like it was like entrapment, like they was setting people up. I wouldn't say this. Right? Look, you're Mark. Maybe I will delete it, but no. But I'm just telling the story. None of this stuff really actually happened. And that's exactly what I'll say. I never used any names. Now y'all see why I don't use names when I tell the stories. And boy, if they come after me, I'll tell that story. It'll be all different. I'll sound like Brian Bowen Sr. by the time y'all hear my version. Right, allegedly. It's all this story is allegedly. And I will say she's the hookup from UK. That's what I say. They were trying to get me to transfer to UK by enticing me with discounts. Mm. Mm, mm, mm. But yeah, that was episode 13, the Peter Warwick story. Anything y'all want to talk about with the basketball before I get out of here? Y'all know I'm enjoying my evening and all that stuff. We got the show at 10 o'clock in the morning. We're going to be talking about, we're going to have to do grades. We're going to have to grade all the players. We're going to have to grade the coaching staff. My lowest grade is probably going to be Jalen Withers. My second lowest grade is probably going to be offensive motion. No, I mean, yeah, like now, now they would send me to a minimum security, so I wouldn't even have to snitch. But the young Marques, like, yeah, I'm a handful, so I would feel like I could hold my own. Like, I never felt like, wait a minute. Speaking of that, did I ever, like, some of y'all have been in here from the beginning on the YouTube channel on the midnight version. Did I ever tell the full story of Masterson's when I got arrested? Have I told that on this channel? Have I told the Masterson's night I got arrested? I don't know if I actually told it on here. But I think I may have. You say she was getting you know, probably. And now it's been legalized. Yeah, I don't know if y'all do remember when I got arrested in the Masterson's parking lot. I've told, bits and pieces of that on the story. That, I mean, I'm not going to tell that one tonight. Yes, yeah. The radio version. Yeah, one of these nights I'm definitely going to have to do that. I'm going to have to do the real deal detailed Masterson's version because I do want that. I do want that history on the YouTube at the very least, so people can go back and hear that one. Yeah, so that's one I got to get out because it'll be doing these is really entertaining. Because that's what I do. You want to look at like it's okay. Y'all got to remind me. Okay. Y'all got okay. Listen, while I'm thinking of these funny stories, right? I want y'all to, yeah, right, Ruth. That's what Coach said. But here's the problem. I gotta tell y'all a story. About dudes in the dorms let my girlfriend up on the floor, and it ended up with the police on our floor. Remember that. Dudes in the dorms letting my girlfriend up on the floor because we had girl keys and boy key floors. And my girlfriend would always sweet talk some dude into hitting his key to let him up to let the girl up on my floor. So one night that went bonkers. It went absolutely bonkers. I was gonna beat up somebody. I was gonna get beat up. It was absolutely pandemonium. So y'all gotta remind me. We gotta come up with a title. What's the title? Something like dorm room floors or something. Or something, come up with some kind of title and remind me either tomorrow or the next day. that I got to do that story because that night could have changed my life forever. It's a great, it's a great story. Listen, what's funny about that, Chang? What's funny about that, man? I'm telling you, you would be amazed. You would be amazed. I mean, you would be amazed at the way people change their whole attitude. I mean, not knowing me from Adam. This is why I gotta phrase this right because YouTube, they do their thing if you say it wrong. The importance of media. It's important. It influences a lot of people with a 3-minute story. It changes everybody's attitude towards you. You can be one person one day, and that story comes out, and you are an entirely different person to everybody in the city. And it and what I mean, like, imagine one day somebody's testing you, and imagine the next day they're literally getting out of your way because of a 3-minute story they saw on local news. Talk to you different. Girls talking to you different. Everybody's talking to you different about, like I said, about a Courier Journal paragraph and a clip, not even full 3 minutes, and a 1-minute clip on the local news. Change the entire way everybody looks at you. And it's amazing. That's why I'm like, this media thing is something different. And you should know where the narratives are coming from. It's a really important thing. So hold on, let me catch back up. For right from the fourth floor with love, right? I learned new things about you, Parker. Jocelyn, what have you learned new that you didn't already think was me? This is 100% me. Dorm room damsel, actually beef. Dorm room damsel in distress. Dorm room damsel in distress. That can be one. Actually, dorm room damsel, it doesn't have to be in distress. Dorm room chaos. I could do dorm room chaos. Dorm room diaries. I like that one. Dorm room diaries. That's the leader in the clubhouse right now. You together. Merry Christmas. Let's go be. I know, Rue. I'm excited about that. Dorm room diaries. Oh my God. Jalen just fell down again. I'm gonna watch that again. Which one asked it? Which one did you like the best? Dorm room damsel. Dorm room damsel is kind of a better fitting, but dorm room diaries, that leaves room for other stuff. My dorm room always stunk. See, Rue, like, you remember I told this story. We were always competing with each other. And here's the thing. The athlete part, you couldn't have a stinky dorm room. You know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't fly. You know what I'm saying? So even and look, you didn't pay the heating bill. So everybody would leave their windows open and you would crank the heat and you just be heating the outside, but it always kept the room smelling fresh and you just kept your heat cranked up. So you were good to go. Dorm room diaries. Like, yeah, I can do that one. Oh man, I hate that y'all gotta wait for that one. But what's today? Today's the 22nd. Actually, it's officially the 23rd. Okay, today is the 23rd. Yeah, okay. Tonight on the night of the 23rd, I will give y'all dorm room diaries. But okay, if you're here, please, Jocelyn, just shoot over to YouTube, type in youtube.com Made for the Ville. And just hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Like I said, I don't know how long I'll be able to keep these up on the regular social media platforms. But yeah, Dorm Room Diaries. Help me remember that, y'all, because tomorrow I end up forgetting, and y'all will be out a good title for a story. And that's going to be what, volume 14? Dorm Room Diaries will be volume 14. Because I'm pretty sure I said Peter Warwick's is volume 13. I think that was about it. Okay, any more questions before I get out of here? We went strong. Please support the channel any way possible. Again, super chats, cash apps, anything that says I enjoy the channel, I support the channel, anything, just keeps me here at 11 o'clock, ready to make sure y'all get the best stories, the most revealing stories, so y'all can learn everything. And you can get some good laughs. And I really do like humanizing all these experiences. Because like I said, I always say on the media, and I always say on the radio, like, I wasn't doing this to make it to the league. I wasn't doing the sports thing to make it to the league. I wanted to be the best basketball player because I like playing basketball. I wanted to be better than everybody else, and it was fun. So yeah, it wasn't like I did it with any like dirty intentions or anything like that. I just, I enjoyed the experience more than most people, which probably was not a good thing. It probably should have been a little more, serious about it. But no, I enjoyed it. So the reason I remember all these stories so vividly, because I was like watching them from an outside thinking, this is some crazy stuff that y'all out here doing. So next one, volume 14, Dorm Room Diaries. You still got your shot. Frank, I need a shot. I don't own a shot glass. I don't own one shot glass. And I need to get a shot glass so I can eyeball my cocktails a little better. I mean, usually I put 3 cubes of ice and I just cover the ice, and that's about where my shot goes. Venmo is Marques Maybin. If you spell my name right, Marques, Maybin. So let me pull this out. Brand. Yeah, and like I said, anytime if my story gives you a good laugh, anything to support the channel just keeps me here. And like I said, knowing the bills for everything is paid, the time is good to go. So yeah, Dorm Room Diaries, Jalen Withers, I'm upset with. I'm gonna do grades tomorrow. What else am I missing? I'm going to probably point out everything that's going to be working against Louisville in this situation, because I do see a lot, but I can still be surprised at things that come out next and what Coach Mack is going to have to. I'll probably give a weekly. I'll probably get a pep talk to a couple individuals through the media. You remember I said yesterday, y'all, that I'm going to say some things over the course of the next couple of days that I know is going to get back to the players or back to the coaches. And they're going to know that I'm 100% right. And I'm going to want you to see it happen in the game. Just so y'all know, like, yeah, Marques called that out. And it actually happened. Just like I told y'all after the schedule change. I told y'all last night, think about this. If y'all listened to Midnight with Marques Maybin last night, I told you were going to see a player that you haven't seen all year. And you're going to see Dick Vitale end up doing this game. That was a setup in the works, and you could smell it. You could see it coming a mile away. And I hate that I was right about that one. I didn't want to be right about that one, because it's like, it's like if you don't trust somebody and you want to trust them, and then, catch them lying, and you're like, geez, I did not want to be right about that one. But I'm glad I knew better. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, the Dick Vitale thing you could see coming a mile away. Let me check these last few. Grey Goose shot glass. I don't really do Grey Goose. Maybe I like vodka too much to knock down the Grey Goose watching the replay Withers. Did hit the ground. Oh, Josh, he stayed after about the 7-minute mark, like maybe not in the first couple possessions, but Withers stayed either getting pushed on the ground, and he kept looking at the referees too and just falling out of bounds and falling out of the play. It was just so irritating. So let me tell y'all this one more thing before I get out of here. Actually, no, I'll say that these are too good. I don't want to burn these stories, and y'all are getting tired, and I want y'all to get some good sleep. I don't sleep anyway, so enjoy your evening. So let me check this out one more time. What's the radio schedule for the rest of the week? Tomorrow's the last show. We're not doing shows on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. I'm gonna do a 2-hour pregame show for the UK game. Yeah, yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yes. I've just been kind of running around, chicken head chopped off, all that kind of stuff. But we're gonna get that taken care of. Good night, all. Good night. Hey, listen, when you wake up in the morning, have some warm lemon water. Go get yourself some organic lemons. Squeeze half of a lemon in a glass before you drink anything else. It's very, 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 very good for your body. It'll keep you healthy.